What is going on, guys? It's 21 Maxwell here, and we have episode 38 of the TNA adventure on TEW. We are booking this show yet again in the tri-state region. We're booking it at the Licurious Centre in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as we continue to capitalise in the tri-state region's good popularity, good importance, and basically because after going into making a loss last year, we kind of need to keep making money. So I thought we'll go for the place that has the best ticket sales, also reduced amount of pre-shows. So a lot of our workers are on exclusive pay-per appearance deals, so I thought, well, you're probably wasting £2 every show on that kind of folk. So I've only used one of them, Doug Williams. Aries is on a written deal, so I had to use them in some sort of capacity. So for now on, we're using our written people as much as possible. Well, let's get rid of this show. 16 segments, so 15 segments, one pre-show match. Let's go for another episode of Impact. Let's see how it goes. And about the feature, great action and average heat. Austin Aries defeated Doug Williams in 13:04 by pinfall. They got a 72 B- rating. Good two technicians there that are very good, so I'm happy with that. Austin Aries has switched his gimmick. He was a bit stale, so he's went to an asshole gimmick, and it got an initial 100 rating, so that's perfect. What was an asshole face, and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Austin Aries' performance skills are improving, so that's good as well. And let's get cracking on with the show. CM Punk comes down to the ring. He takes a microphone and starts talking to the crowd before eventually being interrupted this week by Adam Cole. They have a big argument going back and forth on the microphone before agreeing to face each other one-on-one in a singles match tonight. A 98 segment, and that's with Adam Cole performing poorly. Imagine both these guys are on their game. How awesome a segment would that have been? So that match is booked in. And about the featured, solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. Vida Scott defeats Gail Kim in 6:27 by submission after blatantly cheating. Only a 45D match, but again getting some more momentum to Vida Scott before she prepares for her pay-per-view match against Beth Phoenix at Destination X. As Diamond Dallas Page is ranting his many complaints that degenerate into vile name calling, Dixie Carter has had enough. She's returned and she slaps DDP across the face. I kind of thought Dixie Carter's a bit pissing me, like saying I've got very low momentum, so I thought let's bring her back, you know. So obviously she's a heel, she's pissed off, so she's going to slap him, going to complete the turn. Too many of your turns have been shocked, so that balled up, so she was turning badly. Well, we've got her as a face now, that's most important. And only 50 with DDP in the segment's pretty poor though. So well, what's worrying is Dixie Carter looks at loss and DDP's fantastic, so that kind of shows you the difference between the two characters at the moment. And the match had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Kenny King defeats Christopher Daniels in 10:09 by submission after blatantly cheating. 61C, Kenny King off his game, should get some working improvements. Nope, I thought working with Daniels would help him, but apparently not. But it's a good match to give him some momentum again as he tries to get back into the X Division fold. Backstage, Bobby Roode is telling CM Punk that he's back later on. That's a 79B. Bobby Roode has switched to a jealous gimmick. He'll get an initial 61 rating. That's quite poor. Bobby Roode foreshadowed a heel turn during this segment. Is he going to turn heel? Who knows? In a match that had some good action and average heat, the Hardys defeat Club Enigma at 8:39 when Jeff Rowe defeated EC3 with the Extreme Combination. EC3's off his game. The Hardys are showing good chemistry, which is good as always, and it's only a 59C match. Although Matt's improving his technical skills and Jeff's improving his performance skills. After this, Hawkins and EC3 are in the locker room. They argue over who was to blame for the loss, with neither wanting to back down. EC3 storms out furious, that gets a 60C rating. Before finally, EC3 comes over to Hawkins, looking angry. He says he thinks the recent actions of Hawkins have crossed the line. And as a result, this tag team is over. It gets a 61C. We'll handle the turn. EC3 is going to turn face. The turn was a complete success because I've built that over a couple of shows. We do have plans for EC3 as a face and Hawkins as a heel. As you'll see soon what the plans will be for Hawkins, but there are major plans there, so that's good to see a face turn working out well. Christy Hemme then is interviewed by Samoa Joe, and then he goes on a rant about how much he hates Adam Cole. I won't say how much she goes off on a rant, but obviously it should be Samoa Joe. It's a 64C, the Central Belt storyline improves. It's just the text that's mixed up there, it really is Christy Hemme interviewing Samoa Joe, not the other way about. And a match that had some good action and average heat because there's no heat between them. Joe defeats Ciampa in 8:27 by pinfall, only a 56 C-. Joe's improving his performance skills. The talk show host, Jim Ross, interviews Austin Aries and puts him over on the Ross Report in the ring, 77B, always good between these two. Yeah, just because we're lacking interview segments, I thought we use the Ross Report, and it's a good idea to kind of get some characters over and get some good ratings in. And about the featured great action and average heat, Magnus defeated Bully Ray in 7:42 by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. So another match to keep Magnus's momentum sky high. And then Magnus says, Bobby Lashley, listen up, there's no way you're getting any more rematches, so don't even bother, I've beaten you enough, you need to move on. I guess a 73 B-, basically Magnus is sick of having to face Bobby Lashley all the time for the title. He's like, no anymore. So Bobby Lashley working towards a rematch. And main event sucked. Fuck. I thought this was gonna steal the show, so I was gonna take the roof off the place. And about the featured great action and great heat from the audience, CM Punk defeats Adam Cole in 21:07 by pinfall by GTS, a 63C because they just didn't click. CM Punk's improving his flying skills, well that fucks up the big feud I was going to have for them in about a year's time. I thought, I'll make this a big massive feud, but if they don't click then I think I'll just avoid that. So that's a shame. And to finish the show, CM Punk is celebrating his victory in the ring. Bobby Roode runs in and attacks, beating down CM Punk to the mat. An 81B to finish the show. CM Punk came across well. Bobby Roode underperformed. Bobby Roode is turning heel. And 200 years. It's not been a shock. That's been built up. The turn was a complete disaster. Oh, for fuck's sake. You've just seen it in this episode. This turn has been built up. It was built up last week. And the fact that Roode was so stale was the reason why I had to go out so soon. But so I got 81B. Overall, 71 C+ show, and the show increased our popularity in 16 regions. So we're just going to have to go and check and see how Dixie Carter's momentum looks right now and how the momentum looks with Bobby Roode as well. But honestly, I thought we'd built that up pretty well. You know, it was a case of, you know, it'd been teased with like 3 different segments in the one show. Maybe I've done too many turns in the one show, but yeah, it's TNA free. Right, so a couple of a lot of retirements actually. Pat Patterson's in there, Dos Caros, Bruce Hart, to name a couple of big names. The Great Kajita dies in the same day that he retires. Holy shit. So a lot of our older gentlemen in this are retiring, and it's noticed it's just been this month because there have been a couple that retired the last couple of days as well. Impact Wrestling Report has drawn a lot of praise and it was great, so that's good to hear. Check our emails. We got a 4.40, so that is the best rating we've had, because I know 4.36 was the highest we had before this, so that's a good rating on Spike. I'm happy with that. Our decision is with Rebby Sky. That's cool. We can go into developmental as a face. That's cool. Try to get a couple of these places to give us another show essentially. See if we can get better viewer figures, and we're getting me Challenger. We'll see what we get, you know. We can only try. Alright, roster then, we'll have a look. Dixie Carter. Madam Dixie. Momentum 32, so we're going to build her up as a face. She's really not over. EC3, where are we? Ethan Carter the third. We need to change his gimmick, although his momentum's high at 79, that's good for him. And Bobby Roode. Momentum's 36, a main eventer, so we're basically just going to keep putting him over CM Punk. Irritated at poor new gimmick? I'll have a grand then. That'll cheer you up a wee bit surely. Nah, fuck him, we'll just push him then. We'll get him some momentum against Punk. We'll see how Pam v Punk goes at the pay-per-view. He's 38, so the plan was not to have him feuding with Punk long term. That's how I was obviously thinking Adam Cole being 25, but if they don't mesh together then, you know, there's nothing you can really do about that. Apart from that, let's just check our size. We're looking for the importance over 65, again still 58s and all that, so that's good. And the good thing is, if we keep having good shows here, that's only going to help in the likes of Canada and stuff like that, so we'll have to go global. Hopefully we can get Canada sorted quickly. England's pretty decent as well, UK even, sorry. Japan, Mexico, Central Europe and Australia can worry about. Still no trends. No, it's quite weird there's not any trends and they've been in this saver year. But that's it for this episode, guys. I'm still very low approval rating, although momentum is up to 74. I want to try and get it to 80. See, when we push that to 80, then we are on a roll. As I said, Destination X is only 2 weeks away, and then after that we start building a quick. It's only a 2-week turnaround to Slammiversary, and then that'll give me 6 weeks build towards Hardcore Justice, and then we'll obviously think an August pay-per-view since we're now doing pay-per-views all the time. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. You're looking forward to CM Punk versus Bobby Roode for the next wee while. And until then, guys, this was Put on Maxwell. I'll speak to you again real soon. Bye bye.